my coworker and I talk politics every day. That he was bitching to me about is that he had to pay the penalty for not having the health care.
You also got
now, I understand that this year, if you file your taxes and you leave that area blank, you will not be penalized. Is there any truth to that?
I have absolutely no idea. I have no idea. I'm of the opinion that if a law exists, you don't poke it in the eye. So you just, I would not say that. The other, that's probably fake news, but I don't know that. I mean, the other thing is that, I mean, they're supposed to have a proposal this week, but even if they do it this week, it has no effect on last year's laws.
Won't be retroactive.
Yeah. So I would not play with that one.
Jerry, Obamacare penalizes, I know a couple of nurses, and they pay on toward like $500 a month for health insurance. And it seems like it's really a bad deal for people who work and earn a certain amount of money. Like if you're poor and you're getting Medicaid, it doesn't make much difference. But if you're really out there working, earning a certain income, and it's just so many things. I was hoping that Obamacare would be repealed. I really want.
I mean, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. I don't know if it's what it'll exactly look like in the end, but it isn't gonna. I mean, look, they came up with a plan that gave you less for more.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's not gonna continue. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, I'll tell you right now.
Well, the thing is that it helps insurance companies. But what I was told by the two nurses is that they get very little for the amount of money that they pay.
And you know what? It doesn't. The biggest company in New York State, United Healthcare, went out of business.
Yeah, that's right.
So it does not help. It does not help. Insurance companies got a problem with it.
They're all leaving.
Some states have got problems with it. New York has had a little better in participation, but that's the nature of the state. A lot of states, there's been a problem with it.
Didn't most of the state marketplaces crash?
Not most, but a number of them did.
Oh.
And also, New York's didn't though, but also, it penalizes businesses. It has that extra tax for businesses.
That's right.
Which, what does that mean? That gets passed along. That costs you more. Also, if you're a somewhat higher income earner and you have investments,
Yeah.
you pay that extra tax there. I mean, we're not talking about multimillionaires here. We're talking about normal people.
Right.
It's all done for the perspective of, the argument that, well, how could you argue against better health care? Well, you can't argue about better health care, but are we getting better health care? And if the answer is no, you can argue against it. So, do we got any other stuff? I need to run a little bit.
Okay.
I think that's, if anyone has anything else, if not, we would like to thank Jerry for his presence today.
Let's do a group shot. Everybody. Bring it.
All right,
I know you never responded.
the officers who can do it.
Liam? Bring the kid.
Could you, yeah, should be ready.
All right, wait, let me get
You ready, Mark?
Okay. Who's taking the picture? Okay.
Right
there.
Where's it coming from? Okay.
And who's going first?
Right there.
Right there?
There?
One, two, three. See if it's blurry. Blurry?
It's a little
blurry. Do a couple more.
I didn't see a flash.
Let me zoom in.
I have it all.
Zoom out. 1, 2, 3.
Three. Good.
Still looks a little blurry. I'll take one more.
Jesus Christ.
It could just be the screen.
Maybe.
Okay. It's all yours.
Okay, we'll do that one. Right to the camera over there to the left.
Okay.
Level back the picture. Tell me when it's good. All right?
Yep, got it.
Got it? Thank you. Okay. Is there another one? Okay. Yes. Liam wants to say a couple words.
Hey guys, just quickly, I'll make this quick. I'm running for city council in the 43rd council district.
Guys, just for 1 second. Liam wants to say something. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, how you doing? Liam McCabe, you know, I'm running for City Council in the 43rd Council
You
District.
got my vote.
Thank you. You know, as Jerry said, you know, I was a Conservative Party activist for many years, working on a lot of Republican campaigns. I did switch to the Republican Party, so now that I can enter the primary and avoid a Wilson McCullough. But I have been a Republican and Conservative Party activist for a very long time, and now I'm jumping in. You know, one of the ways I probably would define myself to the Tea Party groups like you guys is to say, you know, I have a real record of winning campaigns, especially for conservative Republicans. And that didn't happen without a long time of losing. You know, I probably lost more races than I won, but certainly in David Starobin's race and some of the others, I mentioned Bob Turner. Recently in Brooklyn, I was Congressman Donovan's campaign director. I also worked on his staff, and we won Brooklyn. So I know what it takes to win, and now I'm asking for your help. And to talk, just to bounce off what Jerry said, it really takes small groups like this, and that's at least my experience as a Conservative Party activist. Is you give me 5 or 10 good street activists, conservative activists, versus an army of liberal activists, and I think we'll win every time. And that's to bounce off of what Jerry had said, and I really believe that. And that's a big part of what this campaign is about. To that point, I'm having a fundraiser March 6th. You're all invited. My son, Andrew, there, he's my assistant. He's got some cards. Yeah. Poor Andrew has to come to all of these events, but he's learning civics, right? So there's some cards there. It's a little steep, but I'm willing to offer a 25% discount to Tea Party members. And anybody watching at home, I guess now the cat's if you send it, if you put in the email or RSVP, say the Tea Party discount, I'll certainly honor that. You know, the other part I just want to quickly say about raising funds is it's difficult, and I've been an activist in politics for a long time. Raising money is very difficult, but there is a program in New York called the Campaign Finance Matching System. In some ways, theoretically, I don't necessarily disagree with it, but I will say I'm going to take advantage of it since it exists, and it can level the playing field. And what that means is they will match your donation if you're a city resident 6 to 1. So if everybody in this room were able to give me $10 today, that could turn into $1,000, and that would mean a lot. So for the price of 2 coffees at Starbucks, you could really give me a footing in this race.
I'll
So.
give you $10 drink.
There you go. All right, so who's going to join it? My son also has, there's a donation form. It'll take you a minute to fill out. And I have an online link. You can do it on credit card today. It'll take you 2 minutes. So I'm here, I'm begging for change for conservative
Can you
folks.
sing? Can you sing?
I can sing, I can dance.
Go into the subway.
Whatever it takes.
I'll give $10.
All right. Do I have 20? Do I have 30?
Also, maybe we could post on our Facebook page a link from your.
I will. So you can find me on. You can find. Yeah, see my son. Child labor was. I want to.
Do you have that button? You don't have that button.
I don't have any buttons. I didn't make the buttons. But the last thing I'll say is you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and my website with 6 easy letters, BK Liam. It's Brooklyn Liam. I'm BKLiam.com. I'm on Facebook at BK Liam. I'm on Twitter at BK Liam. I'm on Instagram at BK Liam. You can find out more about the campaign there, guys. So please join the cause. Thank you.
Good luck, Liam, good luck.
Right over here. Let me get it for you. Let me swear.
Everyone.